Hello parents, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, your child must be an oral seeker. And parents, you should only worry if this oral seeking behavior is affecting their throughout the day activities, like doing homework, paying attention in class, doing their chores. But if it's not, and the child is pretty independent, and you should not even worry about this. And in today's video, we're going to look at its indications, the red flags, my strategies, and my tips and tricks for your oral seeking behavioral issues. Let's go into today's video. When the child comes out from outside or from school, you could see their shirts, sleeves, and even blankets get chewed on to satisfy their needs. So these children typically need a lot more sensory inputs than the typical person does for the oral seeking behavior to keep them regulated. And one more, the most important indication is pickup, eating non-edible items. So these children can be chewing on pencils, hair, blankets, even other non-edible items to the point they ruin those things. And this typically gets even worse when the time goes on. So parents, these are the major indications for an oral seeker. And if your child falls under any of these, then there must be a typical oral seeker. They satisfy the need to regulate their physiological state. So now let's look at the red flags for oral seekers. Important red flags on oral seeking behavior is eating non-edible items like clay, dirt, and other odd things. And this typically comes under a PICA diagnosis for your child. And if your child does this, make sure you consult with your occupational therapist immediately. And if the child still is consistent with chewing pencils, hair, and other things, and you be aware of what else they put inside their mouth and keeps chewing, parents, make sure you stop it. Yes. My favorite strategies to help with oral motor behavior. In order to stop this behavior, we should have a very good physiological state and it should be very properly regulated. So when we just solely focus on oral motor and oral motor exercises, this is not really going to help you out your child. So doing a full body workout like animal walks, swinging activities which comes with the challenges for the children. These activities regulate the physiological state for these children and the sensory systems will be properly aligned and not collapse like it typically does. So parents, before you go out, do a 5 to 10 minutes activity before you step out of the door, and this will be helpful for the children to be aware of the physiological state. Next is teaching them awareness. If the child is understandable, you can use this technique. Teach them awareness about the expected and the non-expected. The expected is chew on the chewy tip, and the non-expected is do not chew on the pencils, hair, or non-edible items. So tell them what we should do rather than what we should not do. And do not try to shame them. Never try to shame them, because when you try to stop their behaviors, you tend to increase it a lot more than usually does. So give them a replacement rather than telling them what to do, parents. Number 3 is a vibrator brush. Vibrator brush is very good tactile input for the child, and you can use it also inside as well as outside of the cheeks. And this will a lot more stimulate the cheek muscles and directly send signals to the brain and properly get regulated for these children. And you can also do this while brushing the child's teeth, and also use it as a playful activities during a sensory diet program. Number 4 is bubble mountains. All you need is a big board, some soap, and a straw. And the children typically love these activities because it's a very heavy workouts for the cheek muscles, and the children get very regulated with these activities. And you can follow this at home right away. Number 5, the last thing you should do is shame on your children. Do not shame on them. Let them be how they want. Just find a replacement for them rather than shaming them. Replacement is a better option, as you know. So give them a chewy tip to chew on. That would be a better option, parents. And make sure you be consistent with your approach, because you can't achieve these results in just one day. But if you're being consistent, 100% you're going to achieve your results for sure. And follow all these strategies that I mentioned in this video. Also look out for the red flags that I mentioned and consult your occupational therapist right away if you find a red flag in your children. And parents, I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care and follow these strategies and grow your child. Make them functional. Take care, parents. Have a good day.